Hey guys, today I'm going to review my PlayStation 1 video games of wrestling. Not necessarily review, just tell you the ones I got and tell you if they're any good or not, whether I recommend them. Because I bought a PS1 as a kid, and looking back, the N64 was probably the better choice for wrestling games, but I went for the PS1, and one of the first ones that came out for it was In Your House, which was more like a fighting game, like a Mortal Kombat style Street Fighter sort of fun. Had some really cool graphics and everything. They look real and everything. It's a sequel to WrestleMania, the arcade game, and they got people like Ultimate Warrior, Undertaker, Vader. They always do different powers and shoot things out, and not realistic at all, but it was fun to play for its time. So, and onto the first one I got for the PlayStation. Because I got In Your House a couple of years before, a couple of years after. Don't know what I'm saying. Sorry. War Zone. I got this with Crash Bandicoot. The first two games I got for my PlayStation, featuring Stone Cold Steve Austin. That was such a big feature at the time. Start of Acclaim's Reign of Terror. Playing it back now it's so hard to do because you have to remember so much. I mean, back then I was willing to do it because I was that into the WWF. But nowadays you have to remember so many different combinations, and each wrestler has a different set of combinations to do moves. You know, the Creator Wrestler's good, but yeah, they definitely improved on this in the wrong areas. They added stuff to it, but they never improved the gameplay, which was desperately needed to be improved. WWF Attitude. Wrongly marked as a sport, in my opinion. WWF is entertainment. But that's just a claim for you, really. That's why they went bust. Keep making shitty games. Yeah, Attitude had a lot more wrestlers in it, but the gameplay stayed the same. Creator Wrestler again was great. The commentary was great. Shane McMahon and Jerry the King Lawler. Strange lineup. But I always used to love how when you Irish whip someone, you'd hear Shane go, against the ropes, off the ropes, he hits the ropes, and you could carry on all night doing that, so that was really funny. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in there, but again, it's hard to play now. Back then I would definitely play it. Touch Note has an Owen Hart tribute, last WWF game with him in it. Very nice bit at the start. Smackdown, the first of what we know today. Very fast and hard to get used to compared to the old WWF games. THQ's first PS1 game. I remember that used to do moves and the wrestlers would spring up, and I remember it had a ranking system for championships and a good season mode. That's what I remember about this. Not the best, but it's definitely worth getting if you want to see how today's lot started. You can definitely still see some inspiration in some of the same moves. Smackdown 2. I lost so many hours playing this. This was awesome. I didn't get a PS2 till 2002, so I didn't play Just Bring It. I kept playing this because it was just brilliant. Magnificent season. The cutscenes were really fun. A huge roster. It's based around the time where I love the WWF the most. So yeah, incredible. Only it had very few Creator Wrestler slots compared to today, but you could create a lot of cool stuff. There's little Easter eggs like Jeff Jarrett, Goldust. Their body parts were clearly in the game, as well as people you could hack in like Big Show and Ken Shamrock. It was really funny how they made those games back then. Going back to the Acclaim games, ECW Hardcore Revolution. Basically, take WWF Attitude, remove WWF and ECW. This is exactly what this game is. Pathetic. The main menu exactly the same, but they've just changed the logo and the colour. The gameplay's the same, the animations are the same, the Creator Wrestler's the same. It's just pathetic. I'm sorry. Did I not even read the reviews of their Attitude game? They're not that great, especially considering what THQ are coming up with on a PS1 and N64. Because this is not a PlayStation exclusive, this is released on all consoles. But yeah, this cool cover. But that's about it. Joey Styles on the commentary was funny though. Anarchy Rulz. basically take that last game, add some shit to it, and don't fix any of the problems. And some of the strange stuff in this game, like a barbed wire match where they had tomato ketchup on their backs. Over 60 wrestlers. I don't remember having that many, but maybe I didn't go through the games to unlock the hidden ones because it was so boring and crap. No wonder Acclaim went bust with games like this. That was at least the same year as the other ECW game, 2000. Pathetic. I know I was saying that a lot, but playing them back is so hard. Right, honourable mention. Simpsons Wrestling. It's got the word wrestling in the title, so I had to include it. Funny cover. Playing as Barney was fun, but it's, first and foremost, this is not a wrestling game, this is a fighting game, and there's a clear difference. So, nowadays there's probably a lot better options out there, but back then I did find this fun, and I don't regret buying it. You can probably get it really cheap now. On to WCW versus the World. The start of what the N64 games were going to become, like World Tour, Revenge, WrestleMania 2000 and No Mercy, developed by the same people. WCW versus the World, 15 WCW guys, and they've thrown in a lot of other companies wrestlers. I don't know if the other ones non-WCW are fictional or real, because I don't follow wrestling outside the US really. So yeah, this is fun. Not as fun as the games that succeeded it on the N64, but as far as PS1 WCW, this is the best you're going to get. Thunder! What a load of crap! Sorry. Sequel to Nitro. I didn't get Nitro because there was the opportunity to own two pieces of shit, and I thought I'd rather own the better one, even though they're both shit. Nice little packaging mistake. I probably can't zoom in because the camera's really horrible. But you got Goldberg, Nash, DDP, Hogan, and then the Giant with a picture of Nash. I don't know if that's a mistake on every box, but in the European box we got it. I remember I received this game with a cracked case, and I had to get a new one. So it looks brand new, even though it isn't. But I'm not being funny. I'm not surprised it had a cracked case. I get the feeling the previous owner of this must have threw it on the floor because it was just garbage. The animations were shit. It just wasn't fun. Pulling off a move was exactly the same as Attitude. You had to put it into a stupid combination. And compared to the easy Smackdown and N64 games, it's just not attractive, is it? No. Nitro and Thunder, avoid at all costs. It was just such a shame because I had a huge roster of wrestlers. Huge. Think of what they could have done with that. Goldberg's back again. He was awesome to play in these games, even though he's a bit overrated in real life. I'll give you that. Mayhem, EA's first WCW attempt. Very good. Not fantastic, but compared to other games, I think it's good. I used to have Smackdown 2 to simulate my WWF, and I used this game to simulate my WCW. I don't regret it. Playing as people like Sting and that was really cool. I thought the commentary was really good. Tony Schiavone and I don't know if Bobby Heenan did the other part. I can't remember who his partner was, but yeah, I remember some really cool moves in this game. And they followed that up with the final one on my countdown. Stupid camera keeps moving. Backstage Assault. What a load of shit. No holds barred brawling. I like backstage in wrestling and in wrestling games, but not all backstage. No, that's pathetic. God Lord. Take everything that Mayhem had good, take it out and just move the wrestling ring from a wrestling game. Even the Simpsons Wrestling had a wrestling ring, for fuck's sake. Just awful. There are 14 playable backstage areas and first blood tools. Use power-ups. That tells you how bad this game is. So those are the PS1 wrestling games. Very few to recommend nowadays, but they're definitely fun. So I'll see you guys soon. If you want me to comment, if you want to comment or subscribe, do whatever. And if you want me to review any other kind of games, mostly wrestling, because that's what I'll have, just let us know and I'll see what I can do. Thank you. Peace. See you guys later.